26th of October. Due to the current government guidance on social distancing and the COVID-19 virus, this meeting will not be open to members of the public to attend. Arrangements have been made for the press and public to watch the meeting via the council's online web channel, www.thurrock.gov.uk/webcast. You can probably hear from the gruffness of my voice. I'm at home this evening with a sore throat. So I'm going to move very quickly into the items on this evening's agenda. Just to make clear, normally where I'd be in the chamber, we would deal with questions and requests from the chamber first, and then go out to those who are remote. I don't intend to change that this evening. So we'll move on to item 1, which is apologies for absence. Matt, do we have any apologies for absence?
Thank you, Chair. We have no apologies for absence.
Thank you. Moving on to the minutes. The minutes can be found on pages 5 through to 8 of the last General Services Committee meeting. As I was absent and therefore can't comment on that, can I have these minutes being proposed?
Councillor Gledhill, Councillor Kent is happy to propose and Councillor Cockshall is happy to second.
Thank you both, Councillor Kent and Councillor Cockshall, for that. With that, are the minutes agreed accordingly? I see a great nodding of heads, so we'll take the minutes of the previous meeting accepted. Moving on to item 3, which is items of urgent business. I've not received any items of urgent business for this evening's meeting. Now moving on to item 4, which is declarations of interest. Do any members, first of all, in the chamber have any declarations of interest in relation to the matters being discussed this evening? I see a no there. And do any members that are online have any declarations of interest to declare? I see everybody equally saying they have no interest in relation to the matters this evening. So with that, we'll swiftly move on to item 5, which is the Lower Thames Crossing governance for examination in public item, which is Councillor Cockshall.
Thank you very much. I'll make this very quick. This is document actually as we now, I see, I don't know if the general public know, but and the councillors here I'm sure know that the DCO has been submitted onto the government for the Lower Thames Crossing. As we now move into the examination stage, we now need to just clarify some sort of lines of communication and governance right the way through, and that's this why it's coming back to the committee tonight. I'm just hoping, obviously, if there are any questions, I'm happy to take it from other members of what, if there's any issues that I have with the small document of governance.
Thank you, Councillor Cockshall. First of all, members in the chamber. Matt, can you indicate if there are any members of the chamber that have questions in relation to this paper?
Thank you, Chair. Councillor Kent and just Councillor Kent, Chair.
Thank you, Matt. Councillor Kent, would you like to ask a question of Councillor Cockshall?
Thank you. It isn't a question, it's just to support the document. Usual practice of these things going through the planning committee wouldn't be appropriate in something of this scale, so I'm glad to see that the appropriate decisions will be taken up to full council. So just to say that we will be supporting.
Sorry, Councillor Kent, we couldn't hear you very well at home. I certainly couldn't. Could you repeat your question, please?
It wasn't a question. It was just to say that we will be supporting this item, supporting the recommendation. Particularly pleased to see that instead of the normal process of certain steps in the process being referred to the planning committee, they'll be referred to council, so that all members can have oversight and all members can give a view. So merely to support.
Thank you very much, Councillor Kent. Great to hear the support with this, Councillor Cockshall.
Yeah, I thank you for the opposition and anyone who's been right the way through this process. This is a document really that I reiterate, and I think that's I've given that understanding right the way through that this committee right the way up to full council needs to have this and make sure all oversight of all documents. And I'm hoping the officers have given all the opposition, all the opposition, all the time they can with the senior officer team, just as much as I have the information. As soon as we have the information, I've been instructed that it should be given to all members of the opposition as quick as possible, and we should move forward at a speed through this committee. And maybe we need to be moving, as you see here, Councillor Kent, we need to be maybe more often this general services meeting to make sure we can refer them upwards if we need to.
Thank you, Councillor Coxhill, and yes, I fully agree with that. We need to be more proactive as the General Services Committee. Then more meetings it will need to be. It's quite clear that we can attend even if it's all remotely. So I don't think that should be a problem. Organised. Moving on to members that are remote. Do either of the members that are remote have any questions in relation to this paper? Councillor Massey.
Thank you, Chair. Not so much a question, just to say yes, as said previously by colleagues, I would support these recommendations. It seems like the natural progression, next stage is going forward.
Excuse me there, and thank you for that, Councillor Massey. Councillor Canada.
Yeah, same with me. I'm in support of that delegated authority be given, and then the report back through normal channel. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Councillor Canada. Sorry, your hand's just gone down again. If there's no further discussion in relation to this, as it appears to be uniform agreement, can I propose that the recommendation as outlined at 1.1, that the committee agrees to delegate the authority as set out in table at paragraph 3.3 of this report be agreed? Is that agreed by members in the chamber? Thank you. I saw hands up there. And the other two members who are remote, is that agreed? Excellent. Thank you both for that. I also am in full agreement for this. It's certainly the right thing to do. And I'm glad that there was also an agreement as such that we all meet more often, as and when is required and should we need to, in relation to the Lower Thames Crossing reports and reports back. So with that, I'm going to move to the next item. First of all, as this is an item where we would exclude the press and public, first of all, are we all in agreement that in line with requirements of Part 1, Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972, that the items being addressed in the next item are confidential, and as such we should exclude the press and public. Members in the chamber, are we agreed? And two members online, are we agreed? Excellent, thank you for that.